Hello, traders. Where is my camera? Oh, God. All right. Hello, traders. Welcome back to the mini Thunderdome. Oh, my God. What a nightmare. So, this is part two. If you follow any of my trades, you're doing so at your own risk, not liable for any losses or damages to anyone's account. This is pure entertainment. If you follow my trades, you're doing so at your own risk. All right. This has really thrown me off my game here. It's you have if you're gonna be a successful trader, you gotta know when you're out of your game. If something is upsetting you, you're not feeling well, you should never trade. So I had to redo. Well, I redid everything that I can in the short span of time, but I lost a lot of information. I lost a lot of levels. So I don't know how much longer I will stream because I am upset. Okay. So it's my own personal grid that's overloaded. I need a couple more outlets in the wall. I have a bunch of strip outlets that are just filled. So it's my own breaker. But this winter we may have complete local outage also because we are in El Nino year, so there's going to be a lot of rain. The grid here in Southern California or in California is horrible. You think that such a rich state would have great power grids, and we don't. All right, so I exited my trade. I shouldn't have because it went. I had 71 as a target, right? I had 50, which I did exit one at 50, but then it pulled back, and I said, you know what, get out. So, but it looks like we may see that 71. I believe the other exit was 71. Yeah, I clicked save, and it just didn't save. My other platform also, Bookmap, that didn't save. So I should have waited until everything had shut down, and instead I went and I pressed the reset button on my backup battery, and I think that's what. Yeah. Oh man, I got a lot of work to go. Yeah, because everybody has everything the way they like, right? So, all right. So I am only going to trade MCL. I'm not gonna give any money back. So I made a little bit of money. Yep, that's not even on. Yeah, even my OBS streaming got screwed up. Uh, where is it? So I made a little bit more money here. So gonna be very careful on any trades that I take because I don't want to give any money back, and plus I am a little bit upset here that I had to redo everything. Yeah, one of my workspaces completely vanished. I don't know how that happens. I mean, it should still be in the backup files, and it's not. So, what the heck? Yeah. All right. Okay, so it looks like they are starting to position themselves, and nobody really wants to commit. If they do, we do have. So we still have the overnight high, which is 89.61. So we may get a challenge of 87, and then I have a really, yeah, there could be a long right here already, trying to break out of this consolidation. I'm gonna go and take a trade here. So I have my targets, right? So here is the first target, which it hasn't reached yet, and then my second would be at 86.83. Then I also have 87, and then I have a really hot one at 87.20. So what I want to see now, I want to see some buy sweeps on Bookmap. I want to see some icebergs because I think that's what it will need to break through the 70s. Well, let me turn my squawk box on. Yeah, if you don't have squawk box, you need to get a squawk box if you're gonna trade crude, because it's very vulnerable to geopolitical, especially now with this war. So this is just a quick little scalp. So there'll be a lot of sellers at 71. This is why I'm exiting. So with my usual 3 MCL, I would have been $300 on this trade. Actually, my stop should be right here. There's a lot of interest at 80. There are 59 orders parked at 80, but none of them are big players. So no one is trying to block that level. So that could be a good thing. So it may run right through. So I'm expecting sellers at 70, and I'm expecting sellers right before we make a new high. So I'm looking for a break out of this consolidation area. Wow, Delta. A lot of trades have taken place. We are very high on Delta. Oh my God, I gotta redo another whole platform of mine. Oh, here we go. Get me out. Oh, they front running that. They front running that. When did it go to? It went to 70. I might have been a little bit too. Maybe I should have been at 70 because they front running that. So it may want to pull back now. It may want to pull back. That didn't fill me. My trade's in trouble. Come on. Well, either I exit this or I go to 83. All right, I'm going to go to 83. Let's go for 83. 83. So new high is 91. Actually, I'm going to go to 81. You know, I am not. I am not. I am not. I am not going to. Target filled. I'm out. The reason is that we did a pretty large rotation up here. So it may want to rotate back. So I'm going to look for another re-entry right here. Yep, that's what I'm going to go for. They are going to try to trap buyers, and I have a feeling it's going to pull back to 57. Or I'm completely wrong. It's going to go and hit that the 83 without me. So sellers should step in now. Otherwise, I missed it. So I want to get filled before it hits 83. I think I missed it. No, bummer. I think I missed it. So I want to see it. Actually, I'm going to go in right here. So if it hits 83 before it fills me, I'm going to scratch this trade. Oh, getting close. Getting close. So it may want to pull back now. Here comes some selling. So it may even want to come down all the way to 50. So I'm going to go and bring it down to 52, and I'll watch it how it deals with 60. And the reason is that we have a FIBO 76 at 50. Or it may, if you're on a sell bias, it may even want to go down all the way to 21. All the way down to 21. So it may do a full ABC pullback all the way down to 21. So you know what? I'm going to be careful here. Again, they are trying to position themselves and they don't want to commit because of the market closing and not opening again till Friday, and there could be more geopolitical news over the the weekend, World War III could start. All right? So if you're long or short, that is something that you're worried about. So it went all the way up to 78. So I could have had a little more on my exit. Not upset because I called it right. There was going to be a pullback before that 83. So it may be another good entry here at 60, but I'm afraid of the 76 feeble, which is at 50. So right here, there are a whole bunch of stops parked. They may want to try to hit those stops. So a stop is either fuel or it's a block. It all depends if the market picks up momentum when it hits those stops, or if it reacts as resistance. So either support or resistance with stops. So this could be, so it hit that 60, so this could be another entry. Maybe I missed it, or maybe it's starting again. But I don't feel comfortable going long. If anything, I would take a short, maybe all the way down to 50. So a 15-point scalp. So market moved up 51 points, doing a pullback. Yeah, so either down a short all the way down to 50, but you're going to have your stop above 78. So at least to 50. At least to 50. But it can't keep going all the way down to 21. And here we are. See? You got to be cautious. You got to be cautious. So I had a trade. I had a target. Now it's probably going to be a scalp for at least 5 to 10 ticks up. Not a rule. It could pick up momentum and just keep going. So you can't just go and take a trade blind at a FIBO, because they go and trap a lot of people, because that is the retail mentality. Oh, it hit FIBO 76, 61. Let's take a trade. And then they trap you and they take you out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm on the side of never taking that trade unless everything is showing me. I can't just rely on one thing. I need, and here it is, it pulled back. But I need to have anywhere between 2 to 3 other indicators confirming. Can't just go off of one. You need to have order flow, whatever you use, maybe a higher time frame or a lower one. So that was a nice little pullback. So it went from 48 all the way to 60. But scalping, if you're not used to scalping, if you're a beginner, be careful scalping. especially if you haven't mastered discipline. And the reason is that you may get greedy. Oops, I don't want to get in there. You may get greedy and you may think, "Oh my god, it's going." And then instead of you exiting, you raise your target and then it turns on you and now you're losing money. So that looks like it was a good pullback. I'm getting in. I'm getting in. I'm getting in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I could be a little. I could be front running this. I could be wrong. Still have a target of 21. Excuse me. So now I need buyers with momentum to cross that 50. So now 50 is double trouble. Why? Think about it. Why would it be double trouble? Well, the way I look at it is that is a half centennial number. So traders want to trade that, like half numbers or whole numbers. And now it's coinciding with the 76 Fibo. So either someone is initiating trades or they are exiting trades at this handle. So I'm under leveraged, so I can go actually lower my stop, and I'm gonna do that because we still have 61 Fibo. Oh, you know what? I am not going to, because then we have VWAP. So now my target is coinciding with VWAP. I shouldn't have moved it. Okay, I'm gonna move it back up, and I'll just re-enter. I'll just re-enter at 21 because there are a lot of targets. I didn't see that VWAP was at 21. I was just going for a full Elliot wave pullback, but now there's a target lower, so maybe that 21 is a good target. So that's short. Now we need to think about, are they rejecting higher prices? Because it just came down 40 points. Are they rejecting higher prices or are they trapping buyers? Are they doing a price check? Is this overbought or sold? Let's go down and see if we can find more buyers or sellers. Okay, this is too high. Let's sell more. Now let's go and take it to where we could find buyers stepping in, right? And here comes the bounce. So maybe I should have lowered my stop, but hey, you never know. So let's see how it deals with 50 again. This could be a initiation for a short. So it's doing a price check at 50. Is it overbought, oversold? What do we do here, guys? Do we go short? Do we go long? Should I exit my trade? So it looks like the long was a good trade and they just took stops out. Yep. And this move has brought up POC from 86 all the way up to 58. From 86 even to 58. So let's go back in time here. So all of this here has created point of control. So a lot of trades taking place here. So what's going on here? What can it mean? Could this be a platform to go and launch, or this is the area where everyone says, okay, this is too much. I don't want to pay higher than 86.57. So either clear my trades, or I flip, or I do nothing. Or this is cheap. The market should be at 87, so let's go up. So this is decision point. POC, decision point. So sometimes is a great place to initiate a trade. Sometimes it's horrible because you're right in the middle and it's 50-50 if it goes up or it goes down. So usually it's best to go and use it as a target. I try not to use it as a place to trade, but sometimes that's where it launches from, right? So, and what's happening with the ES? So I always check the ES, I check the Russell, I check the NQ. So the YM not always, but most of the time will follow the ES. And today it's not. So there's a discrepancy there. So that could be a red flag. Now there are different sectors that have inside of those indexes. There are different companies, especially in the S&P, that makes different sectors, right? So it's not the usually they follow each other because it's all a certain class of stocks. So if they're not, it could be a red flag. Something is happening. So YM is positive, ES is negative. And the ES has, let's see, and they're not correlating on the price either. They're not even. So it's not like the ES is positive 10 and the YM is negative 10. So they're starting to get a little closer now. Yeah, so something is happening there. All right, so looks like they are rejecting prices here. So was this a fake out? Or are they really thinking that above 50 is too much? They did a price check. Okay, let's sell. Let's go and check if 21 is a cheap price or 86. So it could maybe it will come down to 86 and do a price check on 86. Now it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but we need to be under 85, but it's not gonna happen. It's too late in the game to have a reversal unless we have some major news out of Israel. Looks like it may hit that 21. So either stop at 27 or 21. All of that may act as support. Excuse me. All right, guys, I'm gonna be out of here in about 10 minutes. So that should, I think I streamed already for, it'll be an hour and a half or more since we started early this morning. It's Friday. I want to go and relax. And then I don't know if I'm going to go and work on my charts today or Sunday. Yeah, I lost a whole bunch of gap areas to go and find that. Oh my God, it's such a pain in the butt. All of my targets are all gone. I did a on Ninja when you do a chart reset, restore, all of these lines disappear. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't save them. It only saves the basic where my charts are, and yeah, but not my levels. Yeah. All right, so we are looking for this right here as a target. So called out a short at 62, all the way down to either 27 or 21. We have VWAP at 20. We have FIBO at 31. All right, so far we've been streaming for 2 weeks. Haven't had a loss. Been able to chase all of my losses. All right, my gardener is out back, so there may be some noise here. Actually, I'm gonna go and just turn off the mic for you guys. All right. It looks like they're starting to drive again. There could be a short here. This could be a retest, but it's getting choppy. It's getting choppy. I would be very careful from now all the way till close. So you should already know by now that crude closes at 11:30 here in the West. That's 2:30. So it's 1:30 Chicago, 2:30 New York. That's when the pit closes. After that, the market just dwindles down. It loses a lot of oh my god, nothing is on. A lot of a lot of uh, a lot of volume. Huh. All right. I forgot to turn my indicators on Bookmap. I missed an iceberg. Yeah. When everything shut down, it shut down my indicator. So I missed an iceberg right here at what is that? 86.44. It looks like it's a buy iceberg. So right here, and this is what it looks like. It has launched it, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna initiate any trades because I'm gonna be done here. Yeah, I think it's gonna get pretty sketchy. They're gonna be trapping people. That's what they want. Over the weekend, they want you trapped in case there's some type of news. All right. News out of Israel. White House. Kirby says U.S. releases image of alleged North Korea shipment of weapons to Russia. And then Israel military says one of its drones is striking Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. All right, so now there's another front that came out at 9:32. So that could be this move here. So now Israel is has two fronts in this war. I think that's official now. All right, guys, I am done. Um, if you missed the first streaming, there's a lot of nugget, nuggets there that you should go and watch, rewatch, and learn. You know, I'll keep repeating it. This is not a overnight get rich scheme. Okay? Most true traders don't get rich off of trading. They make a living. Okay? Very few are become millionaires. That is a myth. Very few. Okay? I'm not a millionaire. I make my money, I pay my bills. So I, I am not doing X factors on my account, because that's how you grow. So you get to a certain level, and then you go and start doubling or tripling the amount of contracts, and that's how you grow. I don't do that. I take money out of my account and I pay myself. I make a living out of it, you know. So my account, I always keep it at a base, and when I pay myself, I bring it down to that base, but it's always at a profit base. So that's how I do it. Very few people are Xing out, and but that's how you become rich, is when you go from 3 contracts and then you're trading 12, 24. But then on the other hand, if something happens, you can give all of that back. So I prefer to keep taking my profits out, so then I don't have, I don't take a risk of, I could always restart. Instead of losing everything, I could always restart. I mean, I learned that the hard way. The beginning is like, yeah, let's go, let's go. I mean, I traded for a long time with no stops. All of my big accounts that I blew, one because of the earthquake in Japan, I had no stop. It completely cleaned out my account. So I learned the hard way. All right, guys, I'm out. Thank you for joining us. Hope you have a great weekend. Yeah, don't have an overnight trade, especially now. Yeah, never going overnight on Friday, because you never know what's gonna happen over the weekend, and especially now because there's wars. If you are on evaluation, I don't even think you could do it on evaluation or a PA. I'm not sure. Probably not. But if you have your own account, don't do it anyways. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you live in the Thunderdome.